So in this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to simply add new posts to your website. So you'll see down here, there's a carousel with the latest posts. We've also got access from the top menu, news and events, which display the posts in a list style down the page. And of course, when you click on a title for each post, it'll take you to more content for that particular post. I've also got a sidebar on the single or individual post pages of the most recent posts as well. Now, first thing we're going to do is log into the back end of the site. So after your domain name, just put /wp-admin. And then with your username and password, you will log in. Okay, so this is the dashboard, the back end, whatever you want to call it, of your website. Now, while I'm working on doing edits for a site, I like to have a couple of tabs open. One, the front end, what the public would see, and then one of your WordPress dashboard. So if you just hover over your name of the site, you'll see Visit Site here. So I'll just right click and then select Open Link in New Tab. And that way, as I'm working, I could kind of jump back and forth and refresh as I'm doing my changes. Okay, so looking at posts, I'm going to hover over posts and then go to all posts. And you'll see a list of all our posts here. So the most recent one is this bottle return event. And if we go to the front end of the page, we'll scroll to the bottom of the home page. There it is there on the left. So the most recent post you do will always show up first. We'll go to news and events here. So there it is there. It's showing up first. So the most recent, as far as date goes, will show up first. Now there is an option to stick a particular post to the top. So regardless of what the date is for that particular event, you could actually have it stick to the top. Now to do that, you would just click on Quick Edit. And then over on the right hand side, you've got Make This Post Sticky. And it basically refers to sticking at the top of the page. That's why they've used that term. Once you've done that, you'd click on Update and voila. For now, I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to show you a little side note on that feature if you want to use it. So if you want to make an edit first to this particular post, the bottle return, you can either click on the title itself or click on the edit link here. And it'll go into the content of that individual post. So we'll click on that post from the front end. Here's all your content, and here it is in the editor. So if you want to make any text edits, changes, you want to delete an image, put in a new image, for example. So we'll click on. So the media library has already got several images in here. And there's the return it one that I want. And we'll just click Insert into Post, and there it is there. But if you wanted to swap it out for something, a new image, you can just click on this Add Media and upload it from your local hard drive. So once you've done making any edits to that particular post, just click on the far right hand side, just click on Update. And then when you go to the front end, just click on the refresh icon up here in your browser. It might be different depending on what browser you're using. Another key I like to use is F5, which is quick and easy, and that'll refresh the page as well. If you don't see the changes happen, it could mean that you have a caching plugin installed. So either clear the cache of your plugin, or another thing you can do is hit, while holding down Control, hit F5, and that should wipe it out. so that your new changes will be reflected. So let's now move on from editing a post to actually adding a new one. What we're going to do here is I've got a plugin installed that will allow us to duplicate or clone. You'll see the word clone here. Just make a copy of this last post. So we'll just click on clone, and there it is there. It just made a new draft with the exact same title. All the content's going to be exactly the same. So now we need to go in there and actually edit it. So again, you can click the title or the edit button. They both get you to the same spot. So we've got this title now we need to change to whatever the new event is, and I'm just going to call it test event. And of course we're going to want to delete all the content here from the copied over event. And we're going to click on add media. And maybe there is a different, let's use London Drugs here. So maybe there's something related to London Drugs. You've uploaded the picture from the media library, or maybe you've got a picture from your computer that you want to upload. In that case, jump over from the media library tab over to the upload files tab, and then click on this select files button, and this will open up your computer's dialog box, all your file directories and everything. So maybe you have a flash drive plugged in, maybe your cell phone is plugged in. You can just jump in here and grab the image that you're looking for. So maybe you've got this picture that you want to upload. So just give it a little bit of time, and once you see the picture appear, then you know it's fully uploaded and ready to insert into the post. Now this file is pretty big, that's why it's taking a little bit of time. You definitely want to keep your file sizes small. So if you've got a feature on your phone to compress, that would definitely be something you want to do. Yeah, this is way too big. Holy guacamole. Okay. So we're going to cancel this one. Let's do another example here. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. So I'm going to go back, pick a different image that's not going to be as big. There's an SVG file. Okay, so let's pick that. Okay, so yeah, that last image, it was like way too big. So I've just uploaded this second one here. Probably not the best example, but once you do upload it, you'll see the image actually appear here, and it'll allow you to then insert it into the post, this blue button on the bottom right. So we'll click that, and yeah, it was a bad picture, but you can't see it all. But anyway, demonstration purposes. Okay, so now when you click on the image, if you just hit the right arrow or even use your mouse cursor to click to the right of the image and then hit enter, it'll jump you down a line and you can start editing. If you want a few more formatting options, you'll see this little icon here that says toolbar toggle. If you click on that, it'll give you a few more options like text color and strike through, horizontal line, a few things. So anyway, I'm just going to put in some test. We'll put test heading. So maybe a heading you want to put in that's bigger text. So we'll highlight that, and then in this drop down you've got some different styles. Heading 1 being the biggest. Start with heading 2 if you're going to use it, because this title actually is going to be an H1 tag or a heading 1 tag. So maybe we'll just jump down to heading 2, hit enter, and then maybe you've got your test paragraph or information here. Maybe you want a list with a bunch of bullet points. You do have the option here, just like Microsoft Word or any other text editing program. So you can add a list. If you hit enter twice, it'll get you out of that list. Maybe you want a numbered list here. Enter twice will get you out of that list. And then maybe a final paragraph. So once you're happy with the content, then you would just hit on publish. And it'll always say publish when it's brand new, but after that you'll notice it doesn't say publish anymore because it already is published. It'll say update. So any changes you do in the future, you're going to want to hit update. Now if we go to the front end, and we'll go back to the news and events page, we now see this test event that's showing at the very top. And if we click on it, it'll show that bad image I uploaded along with all the formatting that I just did. So it's pretty simple. That's how you add a new event. With this website, we've only got one category called news and events. If you did create other categories down the road, this is where you would do it. You can add a new category or use an existing one. Just make sure you select or deselect categories accordingly. The reason why I'm cloning my posts here because they're all news and events. So it just saves us a step. We don't have to go over here and click on the news and events category. And that makes sure that when we click on the news and events page that they will all appear in the list of posts here. And same with on the home page in the carousel in the bottom. See, there's that test event there. If we didn't have that category selected, they wouldn't show up here. So it's dependent on that. So very important. But again, in this case, all the posts are going to fall under news and events. So we can just clone, duplicate every time we have a new event. Now this one is a dummy post that I did. I'm now going to just trash it. So we're going to go move to trash. And there we go. And you can see here, we've got a couple of items that are in the trash box. We can actually delete permanently, which I'm going to do right now. And we'll delete this other one that was in the trash as well, delete permanently. And then if we go back to all, we'll see all the live posts here. So that's basically how you add a new post.